The Donathon continues with Oski and Toxic's run in 2v2. They took down Zen and Atto in a best of 7. They have a couple more best of 5s before they get back to the big money. $250 today. Finally, actually, against Nush and Fahad, who actually should be Fahad506 on here. They are playing for $250. If they win, they can go again. If not, it'll be Nush and Fahad's run. Let's start now. Ooh, got it before the declaration. Chat, here we go. It's Oski and Toxic against Nush and Fahad506. You will see him in the field as Cheetah. And we will see if this Saudi duo can stop this Polish-English duo that has been making an absolute tear. The only team to get a game off them is the Zen Atto team so far, but they have only played 2 matches. Playing against Joyo and Ixo yesterday. They elected to go again, and now they have Nush and Fahad. And I'll be honest, I did not expect to have somebody playing in the event who I don't know if I've heard of before. I'm fairly aware of the MENA scene, but Nush feels like he's got a strong teammate in Cheetah, aka Fahad506. We'll see if that ends up being the case. Oski continues to make plays happen. We have talked about Oski playing in 3v3, how he has an ult that he can use at any time during a game to just go completely solo and make something crazy happen. And it seems like with less players on the map, it just enables that to happen even more, as Oski gonna get a soft touch catch, reset, bump, denied by Cheetah. Toxic, actually a really interesting setup on that curve dash pop into the air dribble. Oski looking to break up the counterattack of his opponents here. We got Phoenix versus Octanes. And we've got a wide open net, as Oski should have no trouble at all finishing this one to make it 2-0. Nush in deep, while Cheetah, aka Fahad, also in deep looking for a boost steal. Toxic, air dribble reset, wants to dunk. Nush pins it down. I don't think Cheetah... Ooh, what is going on there from Oski? He drops a my fault, and the pre-flip clear is almost on target for Cheetah. That was one of the freer nets they're going to get. In this series, I imagine they don't score it. Oski flicking around Nush's challenge forces him to go wide of the nets, but it is very clearly Oski and Toxic's game right now. We have yet to see Nush and Fahad do anything but attempt to slow down this winning duo. Toxic back into the corner. Will play off the ceiling. A little musty pass to his teammate Oski, who goes off the sidewall and went too heavy to have any real follow-up. Nush going to pick up 100 boost. Can they convert here? Early flick to get over the top of Toxic's challenge. Now Cheetah bouncing this off the ground. I'll probably refer to Fahad506 as both that name and Cheetah here and there. So that's what he's playing with in the game. Nush may need to make something crazy happen. Air dribble bump, and it's in. One defender back. Nush knows what to do as he plays it off the side wall. Just needs one more touch and then floats in front of it. Best of 5 or 7-5. It is 5 for $250. It'll become 7 as they get to $500 prize available. Assuming they want to keep going and not just cash outs and take their money and walk away. Toxic, what a nice double. A lot of chatter about how good Oski is in this duo, and a lot of forgetting about just how much Toxic is doing as well, as Oski leaves it for him, and he will double in their 3rd goal. Toxic off the ceiling. Oski's already there. Look at this pass. Oski and Toxic split sides of the field. They both head to the ceiling and they find each other for the 4th goal. What a pre-flip shot from Oski, as they are looking to be on another level here against this duo. Oski From the ceiling, Musty went low. Cheetah is able to save it. Can't save the follow-up. 5-1. Toxic and Oski so far obliterating their opponents.
I declare Oski is him.
Oh no, that should not be able to be heard. That should not be able to be heard on this scene. Nush pinching it towards the net on the kickoff. Let me see if I can make sure that doesn't happen again. Okay, hopefully it's off for real now. But I guess we'll find out. Cheetah and Nush. Down 2. Yistral, I'll give you one more as a way to test to see if I correctly turned it off. You know, say something good that helps commentate the match, preferably. Real additive. Nush. Dunking this one, leaving Cheetah back, who gets caught out of position. And it's 6-2. Cheetah and Nush seem to be contributing a fairly equal amount, but not enough to really threaten these guys at all. All right, it looks like I have successfully turned it off, as that declare did not make its way through, which is good. Nush, soft touch, dunk is pinched out too far. What Toxic was hoping for. Cheetah flipping this one away. Maybe get a solo goal or something to feel good as they head to the next game. But it really does feel like we have essentially another Zen and Atto. Nice 50. Third goal. They will be the last to score. Zen and Atto did not lose a game and never really felt like they were close to losing a game up until they played Oski Toxic. We might be in a similar situation with Oski and Toxic. Question is, who are we going to run into now that they can't run into Zen and Atto again? That will be able to stop them, prevent them from just farming all the prize. Game number 1 goes to Oski Toxic. Game number 2. Nush and Cheetah are out of the Octanes and into the Phoenix. Shout out to Avestix, who made that prediction in chats. They're done with the Octanes. It's Fennec versus Fennec now, as Nush takes an air dribble high and gets the ball dunked past him by Oski. Maybe the Phoenix made a difference here because they're playing a little bit in the blue half, more so than they did for the first few minutes. Oh my goodness, it's in! Toxic with a ground pinch. I thought the defender was back, but it's 115 kilometers per hour, and it is enough to catch Nush off guard, as he cannot make the save. Again, put the respect on Toxic's name. These guys are back in the lead. Fake kickoff from the Saudi duo. As Nush 50s down to the ground. Toxic slammed to the back wall. Nice recovery to prevent the shot attempt. Ooh, she'd actually faked Oski out as well. Oski trying to back pass to Toxic, and Toxic found a way to chip that all the way directly over Nush and not let him get a touch, but Nush has returned for another 50. Cheetah pre-jumping. Oski did intercept. Nice early challenge, but Oski Toxic seemed to be quicker on the follow-up touches. They're using that to keep this ball pinned back right now. Toxic rolling around intentionally to pinch that ball with his setup. Now Cheetah having to get a strong 50 here against a guy who is always dangerous. Nush has just Toxic in net, has a reset, goes low and fakes him. And it's 1-1 in this game number 2. Resets, goes low. I never got the tweet out for this one, I realized. Don't know why I'm thinking about that right now. But it's because it was such a scramble back and forth to lock it in. Toxic getting this ball stolen away from an aggressive ceiling challenge. Wanted the side flip pass to Cheetah. That gets read easily. I wonder if a fake would have actually found its way through. Nush. Lobbing one upfield. Move for real, for real? I feel like that one was actually used on occasion. Oh, we're just going with for real instead. Got it. I like that. Decent decision. Nush. Able to fake and leave this ball off for Cheetah, who will launch it straight to the ceiling. Oski with 20 boosts on the back wall is able to meaningfully clear it. Oski out to the midfield, intercepted. Nush did not get a meaningful touch that he could follow. And meanwhile, Cheetah is off getting demoed and will be unable to help make a future save. So Oski and Toxic back in the lead. Toxic 15 on the goal line, then back passing to Oski. Nush drives through the ball, goes demo instead, and the blue team is awkward. Can the Saudi team convert on it? Nush, soft touch, getting into an air dribble. Cheetah is bumping net. Oski handles the first challenge. So the fact that Toxic is out of position from the bump won't matter. What a save. Cheetah stopping this Oski low shot, and now Nush the other way, gets around one, needs to get the angle, and actually doesn't have the read off the backboard. Cheetah's going to have to be the one to score as Oski misses ball but bumps Cheetah. Toxic finds Oski with low boost on the clear. Wanted to enable it to push out just a little bit further than it otherwise would have. Nush flicking the ball into a challenge. Oski upfield is a menace. The reset just drops the ball in front of the nets. And Nush and Cheetah going to be able to handle it easily. Cheetah was probably hoping to set that up to himself. Instead, he ended up bumping his teammate, and now they both have to rotate back for boost. Nush with the first challenge. Cheetah has the second one. Not a great save, but Nush gets the follow-up. And maybe, just maybe, they stand a chance still. Big clear. Toxic credited with a save, but an easy one at that, as he will fake Nush out. Nush using all his boost to get the tail end of a 50 there. Get something out of his challenge. Cheetah tries to bump Toxic off the ball. Fake flick. 50 not strong enough. That only works out if he's managed to force it through and stay on ball. It's not the best play ever if he gets rid of it. Oh my goodness, Oski had the read out of the corner. And it is Toxic and Oski on offense, which makes it feel unlikely for Fahad and Nush to figure something out. Cheetah off the ceiling. Now back off the ground. Cannot quite get it around the defenders. And every last little touch ends the attack. And we'll send it to the... Oh, did Toxic just save that shot? From Oski POV, looked like he had it for free. Cheetah, air dribble, 50? No. He tried to roll it around. Oski could have slammed it to the ground. Instead, he'll take it to the skies and try and get one more setup. Nush couldn't quite get the pixel that would be considered in the air. And game number 2 going to go to Oski and Toxic as well. A much better game 2 from Nush and Fahad than we saw in game 1, but still not enough to take a game. Game number 3. Oski and Toxic versus Nush and Fahad. Nush. Flick. Sent into Toxic's car. It is all or nothing now. Cheetah and Nush need a miracle, and they got the opposite of that. Miracle goals for the other team instead. Oski pinch, and it comes off with orange trail. So he somehow 50'd that off of Cheetah's car and into the nets. And it's 1-0 Oski Toxic. Toxic off the sidewall, musty pass. Nush wants a bump here. Late touch does not outplay Oski, who stayed patient. Cheetah pass upfield. Nush is just running ahead to bump, but Toxic, the second defender, had recovered in time and forced them to play a little bit quicker than that. This is a great shot opportunity. Nush is going to go double, triple. It's in! Nush may need to pop off to bring this duo back into it. And that's not a bad way to do it. A little 50 there at the end of it, it feels like. Oski faking. Got Cheetah to jump in his own box. Nice speed from Nush, and he's looking at an open net. Nush and Cheetah have the lead. Nush 50'd with Oski, and that was such a clean catch. It's hard to blame Toxic for feeling like he was going to be able to challenge after that 50. Nush just landed in such a sweet spot to gain control and pop it immediately. Oski double is in, just a little bit slower than it would have otherwise been. Kickoffs have been strong for Toxic and Oski. This fake lets Oski do what he does best. Make great reads off the backboard and score to make it 2-2. Nush and Fahad challenging the ball together in the corner. Nush really wanted that boost, so he jumped over the play in order to steal it and then went for a risky challenge. Oh, Nush not able to make contact there either. Toxic's going to lob this one high. Oski had it on target, but Fahad makes the save. Tie games, they feel like they're just games that Oski and Toxic will win. We have definitely gotten to the point where if you aren't leading by maybe even multiple goals, and it just feels like Oski and Toxic will find a way. That's a great reset setup. Oski low on boost. Nush is going to snag that 100. Oski and Toxic both low. Nush goes to the ceiling. Toxic intercepts, forcing them back and resetting the defense, giving them a lot more to work with now. Another ceiling challenge. Cheetah able to force it low. Oski falling in front of the dribble. Nush just goes to bump Toxic because he recognizes Oski was losing control. So if he can get a bump on that last back, then the net is open. But Oski did a good enough job slowing them down. Toxic resets back to the ball, and it scores. 3-2 for Toxic and Oski. Nush wave dashing onto the back wall and did not expect this different cadence of shot. Toxic fell so far away, but in that moment, that's when Nush transitioned off the back wall, thinking the shot was then. It shows up later after the flip. And Oski Toxic up 3-2. Are they going to get another pinch in their favor? That was how this game started. Think back to the pinch that is the goal difference right now, as Cheetah tries to sauce them up with a little ground dribble action. Cheetah soft pass over to Nush, who starts the air dribble. Good bit of keep away from Cheetah. Oski on low boost. Doesn't really affect this play at all. Reset shot is to the net. Toxic prevents it from finding its way through. Still, they're in danger. Nush needs a good shot here. It's a fake shot, maybe accidentally, and it gets read all the same. Nice pass out to himself from Cheetah. The side flip should put it in. Toxic on low boost, panicking, thinking he needed to get to the play immediately. And quick read from Cheetah to chip it away out to the midfield and shoot with no defender. 3-3. Toxic with control off the kickoff. Reset dunk. Nush can save it, but cannot stop the follow-up. Toxic was able to beat 2 defenders, essentially, as Cheetah jumps real late. Needed to probably stay grounded and prepare for Nush's save. Was not ready to help out, and because of that, they're now down again. Oski full field dribble. Toxic deletes 1 defender, and Oski beats the other one. The DS challenge, this time it's done in 2v2. And oh my goodness, I'm not sure anybody was saving that. What a pre-flip shot from Oski. Even if the other defender was alive, there's a good chance he gets beat by that play. Minute left to go. Toxic, a demo onto Nush. Wanted another one as well. It's been a fairly physical duo. Nush tried to pay him back with a demo of his own. They need 2 goals in 47 seconds. And goals have been coming very sparingly. Toxic ceiling pinch. Does he hit the double? Gets cleared away. Nush couldn't make contact there. Interesting backflip challenge, seemingly prioritizing landing on the back wall there from Toxic. Pinch. Doesn't work out. But 10 seconds left to go, and I do think we have another sweep. Oski Toxic. Too good to be phased by just any old duo. If they want, they'll head back to the wheel with a subset of opponents they had before, because they were into the $500 range, the best of 7 range. GG's across the boards. Nush taken down by Oski and Toxic. 6-3 will be Game 3's final score. They're doubling. Edge me! If Edge me wants to play tomorrow, we rolled him today. He gets rolled again. Dude, the wheel just knows. The wheel wants justice.